Hey guys, it's me. It's RDV. I'm here again, once again, with my special guest. You'll never be a co-host again once you get the top billing.
I can't
Down
even be
with him.
friends.
I'm the star, not you.
Can't even be friends.
Look
Wow.
at, I'm shorter than you are. Look at, he's already taller than I am. Look at that. He's trying to boost his ego.
I've always been this tall. I don't know what you're talking about.
I've always been this tall. Tonight we're going to the top 5 again. We're talking about the books coming out this week, especially books that may already come out today and books that are coming out tomorrow, because it is new comic book day tomorrow. Yeah, it's crazy. Every Wednesday. And also a special part of the segment for tonight will be talking about the free comic books coming out this week. Some people are getting theirs on Wednesdays. Some people are getting theirs on Saturdays. It all depends if your store is actually participating. I know I had one store that did and one store that didn't last year, so I lucked out.
Now I'm trying to remember if mine's doing tomorrow or Saturday. I think they're going on Saturday.
Either way, gives me an excuse to come into the shop, because also for my shop, I go to Vortex Comics over here and where I live, and the whole month of May, everything is on clearance.
Nice.
Yes, I know. I'm like, thank you. I finally have money.
See, mine is doing. Yeah, I think it is Saturday, because they do the free comic book day this Saturday, and then I think 2 weeks from then on another Saturday they do like all their back stock is half off. So
hello to Ed Brewer, hello to Maranya and Undead Quinn. You did not say yo. You did not follow suit with the crowd.
Yeah, way to go, Undead Quinn. Don't follow the crowd. Be your own undead self.
That's why he's undead.
That's right. Instead of dead.
They get venged on the people who say yo. All right. That being said, we have fun on this channel a lot. If you haven't told, can tell it all. Alrighty, well, let's jump right into this. So we'll go over our top 5 for those playing along at home. Yes, because this is kind of like a game. We are going to count down each of our poll lists. I have 5 books. Zach has 5 books. So technically top 10, but it's a top 5 for me and him. And that being said, these are the most anticipated books, the ones I'm looking forward to. So not to say that the other books that are not on my list are crap. It's just that I wanted to narrow it down. And because sometimes it's hard when I usually have 10, 12 books in my pull list, because I get indie books too. So when I have to narrow it down to 5, it's a pain.
It's easy for me. Usually I have to find 1 or 2 to add. My pull lists have been shrinking ever since like February or March. And now all these miniseries I'm reading are ending. So it's just like, oh gosh.
Are you even a comic book fan?
Well, that's the thing. I have to have so many books on my pull list in order to keep my box at my LCS to where they'll reserve me copies. So it's like, okay, I've got to find stuff to fill up with. Like, what's the bare minimum?
The bare minimum.
Yeah, because there's just I've just been trying to whittle it down. I'm trying to hold off on miniseries. I'm starting to wait until the trades come out. But
I'd be afraid if you didn't have a pull list as far as a pull box. Would you even go to the store?
Oh yeah, I would still go to the store. It's just I'd have to get there a lot earlier in the day to make sure some books maybe didn't sell out or something. But
alrighty. So I'm going to jump right into this. I'm going to share my screen. We'll get this going, and we'll go right into the books of the week. Woo-hoo. And since I can't remember who went first last week, was it me or you?
You usually have me go first. That's why I was going to say you should go first this time, because you always have me go first.
No, you're the first one to go in the danger. You're expendable.
Oh, okay. So are we going to do me then?
Yeah. Well, no, I'll go first this time.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, we'll shake this up, kind of unnerve people who are not used to this routine.
Hey, I'm just the guest. I'm nobody.
I'm just some Bill on Capitol
Hill.
All right.
That was my favorite one. That and Conjunction Junction.
Those are the only 2 I actually remember.
There was another one.
Otherwise, it's all Sesame Street for me. But we're going off topic here. We're going
that's way off topic. Yeah, we don't want to.
So on my number 5, I'm gonna scroll down. It's actually I don't have to. It's right here. My number 5 is Batman Beyond New Year number 2. If it wants to load, don't look, Zach. Wait. I forgot to say it for you. It's We're starting early with the jokes.
Rude.
If you call that a joke. Jack Lansing and Colin Kelly, for those who remember or have been following books over in Marvel, they wrote the Captain America Iron Man book that was coming out earlier this year. I think it finally finished. That's why they're over here on DC. And yeah, so this basically the plot is that, well, Bruce Wayne's dead. So we're finally getting Terry McGinnis being Batman without Bruce Wayne. Although, to be fair, in Dan Jurgens' run that he lasted from 2016 to like 2021, I think, 50 issues, Bruce Wayne was gone. He was missing. So they assumed that, they didn't know where he was. Yeah, it's these guys are actually pretty good writers. I mean, usually I kind of like cringe when you see co-writers because sometimes you get neither one of them knows how to write.
Yeah.
Or you get a backup source. I always freak out when I see like there's two writers on a book and it's like, oh no, it's gonna be a horrible backup story. But anyway, so this continues the plot. So Bruce Wayne pretty much is dead. And Terry McGinnis, he basically has to find more allies. The brand new, basically, villains are coming into this. There's also one, Gestalt, says here, and then it's, yeah, he's just trying to basically, because the guy who took over Wayne Industries is corrupt, and no, it's not Derek Powers, it's somebody else. That being said, I mean, it's a new direction, and for Batman Beyond stuff, this has actually been pretty decent. Is it leveled of Jan Jurgens? Not really, but we've already had Commissioner Gordon here too. The art's actually pretty decent too. So I'm just excited the fact that we're actually going to get new villains because unlike the main Batman stuff where Tinian introduced new villains that are particularly old villains that we never knew about, this is all brand new. You're in Neil Gotham. You can put anybody you want to as enough. You can even introduce the ones for the show, or you can also create some. Because why? Because you're not going to have a 90-year-old Riddler coming on the scene. You think about that? They're not going to bring in the Rogues Gallery from Batman's Rogues.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah.
Now, that being said, they could have legacy versions of those characters, which can be a hit or miss.
Yeah.
And like I said, I've always liked the concept because like it's more open world as far as what they can do with Batman Beyond versus the main Batman. Adding in characters is kind of hard to do because a lot of them like to do, like I said, they like to retcon history instead of just adding a character in that nobody knows about. So where this is actually safe because it's like, there's no reason to retcon anything because everything was great in here. But I'm rambling on. I hope you guys check this book out. I haven't checked this out at all. There is another Batman Beyond book coming out this month, I believe. They're gonna have the next Batman Beyond the White Knight. It should be issue 3 coming out this month. Yeah, that's my number 5. Let's go to yours.
Awesome. Yeah, so let's see. Starting out, my number 5 for this week is gonna be, let's see, my number 4 and number 5 are pretty close. I'm gonna start, I'll get a little bit of a heads up going with the free comic book days, because I really only have 4 regular books that I'm picking up this week. So
is it Dark Crisis Special Edition 0?
Why not? You know what? Yes.
Is it really?
Go with, no, it wasn't really. I was looking at the Nottingham one, but let's do Dark Crisis. Let's start off with a god awful, makes me want to pop an aspirin one.
It's your number 5?
I am going to be getting it though. Yeah. So it is going to be my number 5. I am morbidly curious about Dark Crisis. I've been reading.
Well, morbid is the correct term, right?
Yeah. Everyone's
dead.
So I am a little morbidly curious about what's going to happen. I've been seeing some solicits for, cause this goes, Dark Crisis goes all the way through to December. Like it starts in June and it lasts for the whole last 6 months of the year. But Jim Chung is the artist, so
yeah.
that's.
So you mean it's gonna go? Cool. It's gonna go longer than 5G. Oh wait, it is 5G.
It's kind of. I don't know. I've just seen all kinds of interesting things. some stuff sounds cool, some stuff sounds ugh.
Yeah,
So
coming in June is when there's actually the actual first one, issue 1
the
comes
actual
out
first one starts. There's a lot
next
of
month.
Flash books that are going to go into Dark Crisis too, or tie in. I mean, but I'm getting off. That's the whole event. For the free comic book day, yeah, no, Joshua Williamson is writing it, so okay, I like the guy. He's a good writer. If you ask Venkman, Shadow War has been really, really good.
Wow, Mr.
So
Miracle's in here, the real
yeah,
one.
yeah,
Scott
they've
Free.
got there's a ton of characters that they've got in here.
Upside
Uh,
down.
Look, you've got all
Oh,
the Green Lanterns. You've got both Barry and Wally.
Eclipso's in this. Is involved in this.
Eclipse's in there. Booster Gold, Blue Beetle. Jim Chung is the artist too. I do
Yeah.
like Jim Chung as an artist. He does a really good job.
I'm not sure who the Upside Down Man is. I've
I
never.
don't know either. He sounds like a Doom Patrol villain. Like I think of Animal, Vegetable, Mineral Man. But yeah, no. And I was looking at some of the tie-in books. Some of them do sound interesting. I'm still kind of on the fence about buying the actual issues, but
Upside Down Man was formed when creation gave birth to magic. The magic's raw form eventually turned into bright light that at the form had case. This is from Dark or Death Metal Wars.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, the Dark Multi. Oh, I see. Yeah, Dark Multiverse. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
But yeah, no, it'll be, if nothing else, it'll give me a preview of the headaches that I'll probably get for the second half of the year. There's supposed to be some kind of cool stuff with Flash and maybe the Teen Titans.
I mean, I was happy with looking at the cover until I realized to the right of Jonathan Kent, it's Jace.
Oh well, yeah, that's Yara
Flor. Because he's the new Batman.
Yeah, and Yara Flor's the new Wonder Woman. They all could have different. I mean, shoot, you could do. You could.
I'm sorry, Damien.
John's Tomorrow Titans story.
I'm just going to say this: Damien would kill him and just take the mantle. That's just the way Damien is. He's like,
there's like 4 Robins that would take the mantle, and I
but
think
not well.
Better fit, but
like I said, Damien is the son, and he's like, who the hell is this? Imposter.
Damien's the son. Tim Drake was an adopted son. Dick Grayson was the first one. He was Batman already. There's easily 3 other more suitable characters. But anyway, that's a different stream. That's
I love Eric's comment. Zach, this is going to suck. Of course I'm buying it.
Yeah, I gotta get one. I gotta be the controversial one. I gotta get at least one. But yeah. So that's my number 5. I was gonna go with a different free comic book day, but you know what? Vinkman brought it up, so I thought, why not? Let's go ahead and kick this horse for all it's worth. I don't think that's how the saying goes.
I think let's kick this dead horse.
Yeah, that's it.
Let's kick Superman's corpse again. We already did that last week with the Justice League.
Yeah. So that's my number 5. Should be lower, but this is the world we live in.
My book is going to be from more of a positive.
Okay. I like positive.
The Ben Reilly Spider-Man by J.M. DeMatteis. Or DeMatteis or DeMatteis. I don't know. Hey, I've heard it both ways. DeMatteis. Yeah, I don't know. I'm butchering the name, and like I said, it's until the guy tells me how to say it, it doesn't really make a difference. Okay. I'll just say this: his work is great.
Yeah.
That cover though is not that great.
Yeah, it's an interesting
the cover I'm getting is the Jurgens variant because I don't want to look at creepy Aunt May like that and Gwen May.
Is that Aunt May? Oh, that's Gwen Stacy. Oh, wow. So that is creepy.
Yeah.
He's not even Peter Parker. Isn't it Ben Reilly?
I guess it's not going to load. So yeah. Anyway, so this takes place when Peter and MJ went to London.
Mm-hmm.
And during the years, and then we're getting basically hit right in the early 90s. We had Ben Reilly with Spider-Man, and it's actually kind of cool because like if you were paid attention, it's the same writer who created Ben. He's also the same person that's actually like doing the story again, and he's keeping it the same, like it's never left. And like I said, these are the awesome stuff. Like these books, David Micheline. J.M. DeMatteis, they actually are doing stories from the better years of Marvel. You're getting back to these aren't retcons. People say they're soft retcons. No, what they are is actually The better writer is getting a chance to continue their writing from the better story arcs.
Yeah, it's like the
Now,
way I think of it is like,
yeah,
how Better Call Saul takes place kind of
yeah,
at the same time as Breaking Bad. It's like that. You have the same time period, but it's just different stories taking place in that same time period.
yeah. And I love the Jurgens art on this. Like that's the variant cover, and that looks better than the other ones.
I like that one. That one looks a lot better.
Although there's this one here's the Garner variant, which is like a digital art.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that one's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
but
that.
Like I said, I want the variant, the Jurgens variant, because I just like that looks awesome.
Yeah.
It feels more 90s, and I love it.
Yeah, it's got that. It definitely. I mean, even the cover A has kind of that 90s feel. It looks weird, but it does have a 90s feel to it.
The story is basically, while he's being Spider-Man, there's this new villain, and it's basically been tormenting and making him see villains who aren't really there, villains who are actually locked up in Ravencroft. So he thinks he's going crazy. And it's just he just try, this is what Ben Reilly is supposed to be, a hero, not this new chasm or whatever, or chaos, whatever, or he's supposed to be now. That they turned him into. Holy crap! Did they put? No, Kane was originally the angry, disgruntled one. They wanted to use the clone, and then they brought Kane back. But Ben Reilly is they turned him in the current Spider-Man. Was it Spider-Man Beyond? Whatever it was.
Maybe.
Well, the Beyond, and they just ruined him. They turned him into a villain. They took away his memories of Uncle Ben and all stuff. And now he's just a Wolverine Spider-Man.
That's accurate.
He's the best at what he does, and he doesn't care who gets hurt. It's the point where it's like, why bring him back if you're just going to ruin him just to piss people off? Mm-hmm. And I really believe this, and Eric Breen has said this too. And I'll say this real quick, and then we'll go to yours. They are ruining your favorite Spider-Man characters. They're ruining Peter Parker. They're ruining Ben Reilly. They want Miles Morales that badly to be the new Spider-Man, and only him. Which is really dumb though, because if they ever get rid of Peter Parker as Spider-Man, I don't think the books will sell. Peter Parker is what sells the toys.
That's true.
But whatever. Definitely check out these books. Check out, like I said, check out where Peter David is writing Maestro, World War. I think it's World War Hulk or whatever.
World War M, I think.
And then you got and then you got the other one by David and Michelin, who's actually been writing Carnage.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So or Michelini, whatever. I've heard it both ways.
I used to call him Michelin, like the Michelin Man.
Same here too. I was like, he's the Michelin Man.
I'm probably sure he heard that a lot, growing up in high school.
Yeah. MK, they've ruined pretty much. If you haven't read Spider-Man #1 that came out, because don't read it all. You will. I literally was on the verge of just throwing up. It's all bad it was. It was just like someone just literally just killing your puppy in front of you and then laughing about it, and then you can't do anything about it because you're like, it just.
Did Michael Dick do that?
Yeah. We don't speak about Michael Vick or
I was about to say, you don't say that around my wife. She's a veterinarian.
Yes.
And a Cowboys fan, so you really don't bring up Michael Vick.
Yeah, we went into the weeds here, and we'll pull us back with your next
We keep
thing.
doing that. I need to start carrying some weed killer with me. We go into the weeds a lot. So my number 4, and I gotta say, I was kind of interested when I saw this. I'm not sure what the writing on this has been like. It looks like this is the final issue of a mini series, but it's Black Panther Legends number 4, and it's gonna be down the list a little bit. It should have the Fantastic Four on the cover. Keep on going.
You're here. Okay.
There you go. Right next to the Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah.
I'm surprised they didn't put it next to Nubia.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. So from what I can tell, this has been like a retelling, kind of like Ben Reilly, but they've been going back and they retelling T'Challa's origin story, pretty much. And this looks like it's the 4th issue. Maybe it's meant to coincide with his first appearance, which was in a Fantastic Four book, because it says, the Fantastic Four, go to visit Wakanda. And I guess they fight Claw. I'm not familiar with the writer, Tochi Onyebuchi. I'm not familiar with him. I probably butchered his name too. I apologize for that if he ever sees this. The penciler,
never
though,
see this.
probably not. The penciler, though, I think Enid Balam is the penciler. I think he did work on the Reptile miniseries, which actually had some really fun art. It really popped. So I'm definitely like that cover too. If the cover art is anything like the interior art, which I don't think it will be. I think it's a different cover artist.
Well, it's never.
Yeah, Janoy Lindsay is the cover artist here.
Oh.
But yeah, I'm kind of wanting some Fantastic Four. It's been a while since the last issue, so maybe it'll be good. I did see that.
The finger puppets.
That's kind of funny, actually. I was thinking about doing that for the next time I stream with Puppetine and the Frog. What if I just had like finger puppets? I had like a whole bunch of different ones.
I mean, you can't get any more cringe than that, So
yeah, I'm not trying to get that cover. I'm trying.
You don't want this cover? Hey.
No. Oh, definitely not. No, I'm sorry. That's.
Hi, I'm Black Panther.
Maybe if it was Shuri,
and climbing trees and licking my paws.
Maybe if it was Shuri, maybe. But
so you'd like me prefer Black Panther was a woman? I agree.
In that pose, yes. T'Challa, no. No, I just like the first one better. I like how it shows the whole team. It's really. It's
a new writer too. I mean, at least
I'm not familiar with them. I mean, hey, he's not Ta-Nehisi Coates or Jeffrey Thorne or John Ridley
or Stina Grace.
He's not somebody that I know is going to do something super terrible. He still might, but it's more of a gamble than a guaranteed fact. So for that reason, my number 4 pick is Black Panther Legends number 4.
They should just call it Black Panther Knights. With that pose, bro.
Oh.
It's like Baywatch Nights, but it's Black Panther Nights.
I was about to say, didn't Black Panther have a Marvel Knights run?
I don't know, but
I think he did.
Like Black Panther Legends, like it's okay. So it's legend. Then just call it Legends of the Black Panther.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's that
sounds like a better name. If it's gonna be like backstory stuff.
Yeah,
stuff you never heard of. Yeah,
Marani is right. The pose is not right, but at least he has muscles. That is true. He does have muscles.
Actually, that's padding.
Padding.
They're all wearing muscle suits.
The rubber abs.
Yes. This is I thought I said Sway baby. No, it's Swabby.
Swabby.
That's the guy's name is Swabby, I guess.
Yeah.
Joshua Swabby. That's my cover. All right. I think we're done with this.
Yeah, I think I'm definitely done with that cover. Let's go back to the cover A at least.
I'm surprised you talked that long about it.
It's funny. I sent Puppetine the picture of the books for the thumbnail, and he saw the Black Panther. And he's like, "I'm surprised you're getting it." I was like, "I know it's the last issue of the miniseries, but I saw the Fantastic Four, and I was like, no, that's not what I meant."
That was my next comment.
I'm surprised you're getting a Black Panther book. I was like, "You suck. Go back to where you came from, Puppet."
All right. So we're now on to my number 3. My number 3, continuing on with the Shadow War, is Batman 123. It's actually really good, and it's the return of Batman Inc.
Oh, what? That's Prometheus.
Yes, right? They're back.
I wonder if he'll actually be like last time I read anything with Prometheus, he killed Roy Harper's daughter, I think. Or something.
Oh, really? Oh.
Yeah.
Joshua Williamson brought him back in his first couple issues of his run.
Okay.
So now Prometheus was working. They had basically disbanded a team, or they were working with somebody else. But because everybody has their own freaking team, Batman's like, "I'm calling in a favor. The Batman Inc.'s back."
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm like, so they don't want to have the Bat family in this. Thank God, because they're in everything.
Well, I mean, isn't Batman Incorporated the same as the Bat family? Like, aren't there similar members?
Well, all they were is just people just being Batman in different parts of the world.
Oh, okay.
That's what it was.
Gotcha.
Grant Morrison's run back in 2013 or 15. I'm not sure. Yeah. So it's Batman versus the League of Shadows right now, and it says supposed to be Batman versus Deathstroke round 2 is another thing because it's I don't know it's I'm not and I'm not the thing they say Deathstroke, so now they don't know if it actually is the real Deathstroke or the one imposter because we still don't know who it was. Deathstroke said he didn't kill Roz or Raish. I've heard it both ways. And like I said, it's the art's been pretty good on this. And continuing through the fact that they actually have Williamson writing all his issues.
Mm-hmm.
He's writing Batman. He's writing Robins. He's writing Deathstroke Inc.
Yeah.
You're actually getting
it's
one writer.
guy, it's one chef over the whole kitchen.
Yeah, unlike
which is like we were talking about backstage. It's very different from War for Earth 3, where you had 4 or 5 writers and nobody had any direction. Pretty much.
No.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool.
Yeah,
and
I also like how Batman has the yellow circle on his chest again. There's just something about that looks right.
On the utility belt too. Look at that.
I like that. Yeah, the yellow utility belt. I love that one.
The pouches, bro. The Deadpool pouches.
that's the outfit. He had a similar one when I started reading Justice League, the Brad Meltzer or the Dwayne McGuffey run. He was a similar outfit to that. So that's cool.
This is the cardstock variant.
Yeah, the Gabriel Delato. That one's really cool. That one reminds me of the animated series.
Yep.
That's sweet.
Here's the Incentive, the Jock foil card, 1 in 50.
Jock.
Hey, it's cool calls.
We normally don't get the Pattinson. It's Robert Pattinson when he jumps off the building.
I gotta say, I would love to see more of this drawn like stuff for him diving because we don't get to see him really doing that in the book. Still a side profile.
Not really. No, you're right. We don't see a whole lot of that, unfortunately.
This is Jay and Cleto.
Ooh, that one's kind of cool. Are those statues or are those? They're ninjas. Oh, I like that one.
Yeah, he's getting pierced in the side here, and and he's got his arms. Yeah,
I dig that one. That one's really cool.
Yep. Can you imagine behind that bedroom window? What's that noise out there? Nothing, honey. Holy crap! All right, so that was my number 3. Let's go out of this.
Okay, my number 3, and I was surprised to learn that this one didn't make your top 5. My number 3 is a different type of Batman book. It's Flashpoint Beyond #1. This is written by, it's got 3 writers. 2 of them are
Jeremy Adams,
and then Tim Sheridan. So 2 out of 3.
It did not make my top 5, but it is on my pull list. I'm just weird because that first freaking issue 0 was horrible.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping the direction, because now Jerry Adams is part of this, and it'll actually be better.
Yeah. So if you didn't read the issue 0, Thomas Wayne, he's wondering why he's back as Batman, because after the events of the original Flashpoint and Infinite Frontier,
he's supposed to be wiped out.
He's supposed to be wiped out, but he's not. He's in issue 0, he had recruited the mimes from Doomsday Clock to help him break into this time traveler's basement, basically.
It looked like Earbard Dawn's time, or was it? No, was it Rick?
It was Rip Hunters. I thought
Rip Hunters. That's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah. And so he's tried to get Barry Allen to become the Flash again because he figured that would reset everything.
Holy crap! He just nuked him. It went wrong.
Well, an assassin from Atlantis sabotaged the whole experiment, or the whole whatever, and he ends up zapping Barry
Allen. Crispy
Allen. Crispus Allen?
Crisp Allen?
Crisp. What's that guy's name in Gotham? Crispus something. He's like a security guard or something for Arkham.
I don't know, but
anyway,
look at this. He's holding Wonder Woman's sword in one hand, and he's got the trident in the other.
He's got Aquaman's trident in the other. Yeah,
that is cool.
So I'm curious about how this is going to go. I think it was Bleeding Cool that said they learned that the JSA will have a role to play in this whole story. So that part interests me a lot.
Yeah, actually, is a whole lot different than when he looks in the comic books.
Yeah, I don't care for that one. The cover that I really want, I don't know if my store is going to have it. It's the 1 in 50 incentive cover. It's Todd Knox. It's the Flash.
Oh, I apologize.
It's
It's okay.
it's like the Crisis on Infinite Earths. It's the one all the way to the right. Yeah, that
No,
one.
yeah, this is the Todd Knock. That's the one. If I do get the book cover, at least,
This is the one that I want. This has like everybody on it. You've got
and it's it's one of those covers where you have to turn on the right
yeah,
side.
turn it on the side, yeah. But it's got, New 52 Justice League, it's got the JSA, it's
No,
got the Teen Titans, all the different Lantern Corps,
the multiverse.
the multiverse basically, yeah. It's just a really, really sweet looking cover. I dig it a lot. So if my shop has it, that's the one that I'm gonna try to get.
Yep.
But yeah, other than that, like I said, Jeff Johns, Mikkel Janin is the artist. He's done pretty good work from what I've seen. He's not one of my top favorites, but he's still a good one.
There we go.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have Shazam in this.
Yeah,
Shazam wasn't in the Flashpoints at all.
I thought he was.
Was he?
That was like the family of Shazams, wasn't it?
Oh, it's been a while since I've actually read that.
Yeah, I think it was like there was a whole family of Shazams.
That's cool.
Each one had a different word. Like someone had strength, one had wisdom. Yeah. So, but yeah, this is my
Queen Wonder Woman. So we got Corky Baxter.
Corky Baxter. Yeah, that's right. He was revealed at the end of the number 0.
Yep.
He was some like long lost character. I think he might be from. Where is he from? He might be from the.
Amanda Warrell's here too. Oliver Queen and Oswald
Showcase.
Yeah.
He's from a Rip Hunter comic book back in the 50s or 60s.
Well, Baxter, I'm thinking of Baker. That's why. Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is from DC Showcase. There was there were like 2 or 3 Rip Hunter Time Master comic books. And maybe Corky Baxter was like his kid sidekick. Maybe I don't know.
I will be willing to pay a little bit more for a variant cover, especially if the book. If I know the book's good, I will buy it.
Yeah,
the cover.
I would say if my LCS. Go ahead.
Other times you can just usually right click and then save as if you want to. Want the photo.
Yeah, I was gonna say that if my LCS has this, I mean they can charge $7 for it.
Because I do like sometimes I will print out the covers, and I'll I'll have them on my door.
Yeah, I haven't done that with any really. I mean I've got my JSAs up on the wall behind me, but normally when it comes to covers, like I'll save them and put them on a
decent printer. Get some photo paper from Walmart or wherever you go to. Once you figure out which the different photo papers stuff and the effects they have when you print stuff off, then you got because I messed up. I used regular photo paper. I didn't realize high gloss would turn things purple. Turned black into purple, and that's how I got the purple Catwoman covers behind me on the door.
Fun.
I was like, you know what? It actually worked out better because I like the purple tint. Yeah.
But yeah, this is my number 3.
Cool. All right, my next book for number 2 is actually a book. I saw the TV show a while back. Sadly, Sci-Fi canceled after 1 season. Is a book that I just started reading like last week. I binged through it. It's on issue 52, and it's actually one of the best books I've read by Rick Remender. It is Deadly Class number 52. This is the type of story where, like the book hit me. There's really no one here you're supposed to like because everyone is just, a horrible person. That being said, it's about these kids that attended the school for assassins. You had the Nazis, you had the KGB, you had CIA kids in here. You just had all these different stereotype of kids, Yakuza, cartel, all going to this secret school that's underground in San Francisco, and to learn how to become assassins. And towards the end of the year, the new kids are the new freshmen. They're called rats. You get handed a dead rat, and then basically they have to survive to get to the next grade. That means we have to because at the end of the year, graduation, everyone's trying to kill them, all the upper freshmen, upper classmen. Yeah, and there's a bond between the main guy, who is, and then he's got into school, well, first of all, his body. He's got Maria. And he's got another one, a girl Yakuza from the Yakuza. He's got her, Saya, and then a few other people, the outcasts. They're all basically. And I love how Rick Remender says this takes place in the late '80s, and it goes throughout the. I think they're currently in year now.
Oh, okay.
They aged them up in the past couple of issues, so I think it's going to end soon. But holy crap! The whole storyline is this: that he was his parents were killed by a jumper. It takes place because it takes place in the late '80s when Reagan was presidency. This person who was going to commit suicide jumped up the bridge but fell onto his parents. So he has this grudge. He wants to kill Reagan because he blames him for letting the crazy people out and stuff. So it's his whole life. He got sent to an orphanage where it was basically a sweatshop where they're meant to sew things and stuff. He had this roommate was harassing him, would always beat him up. So he collected needles in his mouth and built a bomb and basically set it off, killing a bunch of people. And his roommate survives, tries to kill him after he joins the school because his roommate, who's a real prick, burned down the orphanage, and Marcus got blamed for it. And that's what got him into the school because everybody thought that he's the one that killed all these bunch of kids, And he's just trying to survive. He just realized that it's just like, wow, there are still jocks in here. Whatever, if you're a Nazi or prick, whatever, you're still a jock. You're still bullying the other people. But then he realized, that the victims aren't really that saints themselves. So he's just trying to survive. And there's a lot of teen drug use. There's some sex in here too. So I mean, it's adult book. If it's not for kids, but like I said, it's one of those things where the characters aren't just side characters. They are actually fleshed out, and they actually you get to learn more about them, their backstories and everything. And with Marcus is that he has one grip on reality and another one on just freaking out. He has a journal. He writes everything down, which gets him into trouble. But he hallucinates seeing his friends that passed on, and just wants to be with them. He just has he's not capable of love, is what he kept telling people, even though he has two girls that want to be with him. And he just wants to move on with his life. So, yeah, definitely check out the class. It's available in collected editions. I saw it on, what was it? Discount Trades, whatever it was. What's that site called?
That's a good question. I think you have it right. It might be Discount Trades.
Discount Trades. They had the giant hardcover books. They were $28 each. There's 3 volumes out right now.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because they're normally $50 if you get them at a comic book store. They're half-off trades, or is it half-off trades or discount trades, whatever. Anyway, yeah. They're skipping those. I knew it. Like I talked about him the whole entire night. I knew he was gonna pop up, especially when I throw a Deadly Class in there too. Yeah, definitely check this out. I'm gonna start checking out some other books. There's another book coming out this week. I think it's A Thirst for Vengeance is the other one.
Righteous Thirst for Vengeance.
Righteous Thirst for Vengeance. That's my next book to check out because I got a feeling this is going to end, and I just makes me mad because this is a very good series, and I don't know what's left out there. Maybe there'll be new books I like. Maybe I'll just dive back into back issues. But that being said, that's my number 2. Let's go right into your number 2 as well.
Well, I don't let people normally see my number 2s, but okay.
As long as you flush, that's all. Wash your hands.
I'm not going to be a Saul Goodman or a Jimmy McGill and not flush. I'm sorry. I'm really into Better Call Saul. I'm halfway through season 3 already.
As long as it's not a Chicago sunroof, I'm good.
Yeah. None of that. My number 2 is actually an issue number 2. It's The Rocketeer, The Great Race from IDW, written by Stephen Mooney. And the first issue, it might be further down. I know that. Right there you go. Yeah. The first issue of this had a really good setup. I'm really excited about it. Cliff Secord, he is, or Secord, I don't know which one it is. He's taking a job there's a big cross-continental flight race that's about to go. I think it starts in California, goes to New York, and I think it ends up ending in Paris, and so he's taking it. He wants to, he's taking it for this Howard Hughes type figure. Betty Page is his girlfriend. She's a model, and there are of course these bad guys. I believe they were Nazis that are trying to win the race for themselves.
Well, I mean, it's called
Look
the
at
Great
that!
Race.
Look at that cover. That's the one I'm trying to get to. That's the cover I'm hoping
it's
for.
called the Great Race. It's got Nazis in this.
Yeah.
Zach. I mean,
No,
could you
God,
have a book?
I didn't title it. I don't know what to tell you. But no, the first issue was a really great setup, and Stephen Mooney just writes pulp, like this adventure pulp story. He does this genre really, really well. So I'm really excited.
It's great to see the IDW is actually pulling in a franchise and actually doing well with a franchise because
well, they lost. They're losing Transformers and GI Joe, so it's good to see they can do.
You know what though? To be honest, I never really was into Transformers when they were writing them at the IDW.
I've never been a huge.
I'd rather have more like this. Give me the Phantom.
More pulp stuff like this.
Bring in the Phantom. Write those books.
Give me
or the Shadow.
Yeah, give me like a Shadow, Phantom, Rocketeer, Justice League type story.
But
I'd read that.
Yeah,
this looks like a lot of fun. I'm looking.
I haven't read the first issue. I'll be picking this second issue up, and I'll be reading both of them.
You should definitely pick up the first issue. I think you'll really like it.
I'm waiting for it to come back in stock.
There's at least 2 reasons that you'll like the first issue.
Well, I've already seen parts of it. Breen flashed me.
Oh, okay. So you've seen the 2 reasons then. Oh, okay.
Well, not Breen's, but no.
But yeah, that is my number 2. Stephen Mooney. Yeah, anything that you can find by him, it's going to be a fun adventure story.
I love both covers though, but I think the second cover is a little better.
That one, I like the movie poster cover. Look. Yeah.
This is also why I like Star-Lord, because the helmet.
That's true. That's true. Look, that costume is making an appearance in Guardians 3. They're doing the classic Dan Abnett costumes.
I love it when you say classic and like Chrono's like and okay, like classic. What do you mean? The 31st century one? No, the better one.
The Abnett landing run. Is that what I have to say? Good Lord.
The Star-Lord, with Rocket, Groot, and Gamora.
Yeah, exactly.
Although the magazine, Marvel, was it Marvel Premieres?
Maybe.
They had the Origins of Star-Lord. Those were good too.
Yeah, those aren't bad.
But I'm biased when it comes to Rocket. I like reading Rocket in the stories. So
Skip here. I'm jealous of Skip actually because I tried to find Cowboy Bebop #1 at my LCS last week and they didn't have it. So I'm gonna be on the hunt. You've got me interested in it.
I read that the second issue, and I gotta say it is interesting because they're not doing anything with the movie, or not the movie, but the show was focused on Julia and all that stuff. This is mainly just like a regular side mission story. It has nothing to do with Julia. So it's like, even though it's got the Netflix kind of characters in there, they're better than what they got with the Netflix. And I think the Netflix show never should have had anything to do with Julia. I think it would have been better. And I don't really pay attention to what actors say they're gonna do or what, because a lot of it is for show, for Trigger.
That's true.
But
yeah, you definitely got me interested. So I'm on the hunt for issue 1 and 2.
It's like I said, Ein's in there too. Ein is great in there in the book. It's just that, and it just feels like the show. I mean, not the Netflix one, but more like the anime.
The anime.
When they go to different like places, and then you get Faye Valentine, who's greedy and wants to win all this and just do all this stuff, and then you got the normal trope with Spike, who just wants to eat food, but they're broke and they can't eat anything. He's just like, and you got the main guy, what's his name?
Jet
is just saying, Spike, if you look in there 5 more, you've looked in there 4 times. The 5th time is not going to magically, beer and food noodles are not going to magically appear in there. It's just the classic, stuff what you get, and then I said in the stories. But yeah, so that is your number 2. Let's go back in there, and then I'll count off my 5 through 2 before I get to the number 1.
I bet we have the same number 1.
Are you sure?
I bet we do.
How much you want to bet?
I don't bet money, but I would bet something. I don't know. I'm 100% positive we have the same number
Would
one.
you bet your name? Bet your title of being guest?
Yes, I do. I bet my title of guest that we have the same number one.
All right. So if you win, you'll be back to being Zach. If I win, I don't even mention you in the description.
That sounds fair.
All right.
I'll take that bet.
All right. Cool.
Look, even to honor it, I'll just
Yes.
make sure. Look, guest. There we
Put
go.
a slice of cake since we're on you.
No, I love cake too much. I'll never gamble cake. Never.
I don't want cake being shipped to me through the mail. That's just weird.
Yeah, that probably would be all crummy by the time you got it.
Well, no,
All
it'd
right.
be empty. They'd eat it all on me. All right. So getting through the weeds again. Darn weeds. My number 5 was Batman Beyond, the Neo Year, issue number 2. Ben Reilly Spider-Man number 4. My number 3 book was Batman issue 123, part 5, The Shadow War. Number 2, which we just talked about a little bit before, was Deadly Class number 52. And my number 1 book. All right. I almost feel like there should be a drum roll, but I don't know. I said drum roll, not raspberries. What the hell are you doing?
That's the closest I could do. I'm sorry.
I'm just trying to get to find the book now. Because that's the thing. I'm getting a different cover, and sometimes the covers are not exactly that great.
I think you might have just passed the row it was on.
Really? No. It is.
So anyway, I'm going to scroll up here while you're looking. I'm going to find Undead Quinns because he's been listing out his books.
My number
Dang
3.
it! I'm going to be guest for a while.
My number 1 is Dynamite Never Dies.
F! I was sure we were getting the same one. Mother, love it.
This was not scripted.
This was not scripted. I seriously thought that we were getting the same book because you told me we were getting. I guess it just didn't make your top 5. Oh,
no, I told you. I said it might be Flashpoint Beyond, but I told you we had Ben Reilly in common.
Nope. There was I thought you were getting. We'll discuss that later.
We'll get to there.
Dynamite Never Dies, though.
Yeah, Dynamite Never Dies.
Cover.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's supposed to be Species, I think.
Maybe.
I'm not sure. Cross copies, yeah.
It's not Alien or Predator, which is. It's not Anaconda. It might be Species.
I think it's Species. I'm looking by the font stuff because it's not Mimic. Because Mimic was different. It says no man can touch her. Mankind may not survive her. And I remember this things that kind of reminds me of a Species a little bit.
Yeah.
And it has like the what was it, the MGM
logo? Yeah, with the little MGM logo down there. Yeah, that's
funny. The cover I'm getting is actually this. If you haven't noticed, it's on the thumbnail.
Oh. Wow, what a shock.
You know. What can I say?
What can you say?
No.
And who do we got in this? Tarzan is in this, Panther is in this, John Carter, and Vampirella.
So, Mars Needs Monster Women is the title. Woe to be evil Sonja. For those who even know her name, doom is upon you. Daughter of the lesser moon, mother of the nearer moon, she of life eternal, Isis, the god of death of the planet Barsoom. Continue, from the last events, a few weeks ago, I talked about how issue 2, it just made me laugh. Having Tarzan in there fighting against a zombie dinosaur and stuff, and then he had to then he got launched into Barsoom and was like, what the just killing people with the gun. The Tarzan and the son of John Carter working together to free Barsoom from the clutches of the evil dead. Yes. I'm not sure where Ash is in this though. I would have thought they would have brought him in. He was in the second volume.
Yeah, that's because I remember Ash.
Dynamite Lives was the second one.
Wasn't Project Superpowers part of that one as well?
Yeah, they were. They were in the first one.
Yeah.
They died in they were all killed off.
They all died. Oh, well, never mind
then. They even had Thunder. Was it?
Doesn't Dynamite do the Green Hornet? That might be cool to have a Green Hornet.
Or is it IDW? Maybe IDW has, I don't know.
I think no. I think Dynamite did the last one, that 5-issue series where it
Yeah.
was like green and black and white.
They haven't been involved in it, you know.
Yeah,
There's been no
that would be
title,
cool if they were.
as long as we don't get the Seth Rogen version.
Right.
No, so this has been just been hilarious, you know, as far as putting characters in the situation that they're not supposed to be in. It's a mashup, unlike Marvel, who just like they can't really do this. Marvel's did the zombies thing. We had Deceased by Tom Taylor. This is like multiverses crossing over with each other as of that, because I've never really thought that. I mean, even though that Red Sonja and Vampiro crossover, I never thought that, you know, you'd have Deja Thoris and Red Sonja crossover, but apparently they have. But in the past, you're bringing in Panther, Ash versus versus the Army of Darkness was, you know, crossing over with this. You had Jennifer Blood, in the last volume. It's Dynamite has a lot of cool characters.
Yeah.
Like you had Project Superpowers, you had like 80 or something year old Miss or 70-year-old some Miss Fury, and just her cat leaving her to die.
Right. Like cats.
He's like, really? You traitor?
That's what cats do, man. If you die, your cat's either gonna leave you alone or eat you.
Lucio Perillo is doing the one of the variant covers, and then Tony Fleeks is doing a cover. I believe that's the first one.
Nice.
And then Fred Van Lente is writing this, and like I said, it's just a trip, man. Just reading these books, you're getting action, you're getting good art, you're getting a good story, you're getting comedy, you're getting characters in situations they're normally not in, and the fact they brought back Vampirillo's hair without even saying how it came back. I imagine it grew back somehow, because she in the last volume she went through the atmosphere, hair burned up in the atmosphere.
Somehow Vampirilla's hair is returned.
Well, she's a vampire. I mean, she feeds enough people. She can reanimate stuff.
There you go. Yeah.
Anyway, and don't worry, kids. They're not lesbian lovers in this. For those who are oh my gosh, two girls embracing each other. Oh my gosh, I can't read this. It's woke. No.
Well, now I'm not buying this book. Dang it.
This is just for the male gaze.
Yes.
Yes. GAZE.
Yeah, that one.
Yes. And if it offends you, it's doing its job great.
She looks like somebody in a Breaking Bad episode I saw.
On the left? It looks like
a little bit, right?
Yeah, it looks
in
like
case somebody's watching that hasn't seen Breaking Bad.
Jesse's ex-girlfriend who overdosed, choked on her vomit.
Oh no.
You know why? That show's been out for so long.
Well, I was gonna say it looked
and by
like
the time
Gus.
you get to that part, you'll forget anyway.
Well, I was gonna say it looked like Gus, but
Gus?
Yeah, with the explosion.
Well, now you spoil it for people.
Well, you
I didn't say Gus.
You spoiled what's her name?
All right. So
anyway,
this was the Lucio Perillo cover. This is what's it?
That one looks kind of cool. That one kind of gives me like a
Virgin.
Yeah, that looks like Spawn or Scorched or something. With like the green,
because she's got
green lights and everything.
She had the button where like Evil Ernie usually has the glowing eye and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So
boy, those thighs though, holy cow!
Yeah,
she's under thighs.
That's what in the way she's drawn like this. This is what She-Hulk used to look like, actually toned.
Yeah, you're right. This is more, exactly.
Yep. Give her blue hair and I'd be afraid. No, but
having an axe to your head, that's not scary enough, right?
That is my number one. And I mean, if you haven't checked out the series, maybe you haven't heard a lot of these characters, just read the story. You don't need to know the backstory of the characters. Yeah. It helps sometimes, but that's what Google's for. And Comic Vine, you can look up too.
Very true.
Characters. All right, so that's my number one of the week. That's what I'm looking forward to is Dynamite Never Dies, because and that last issue, this is a book that wants me to read the next one.
Right on.
So
very cool. All right. Well, I will go ahead and count down my top 5 then. So at number 5 for me is the Free Comic Book Day Dark Crisis Special Edition number 0, because I hate myself.
I hate you too. Don't worry.
Number 4 is Black Panther Legends number 4 with Fantastic Four. So it's 2 4s. It's really an 8. Number 3 is Flashpoint Beyond number 1 from Jeff Johns and Jeremy Adams and that other guy. And then number 2 is Rocketeer, The Great Race, number 2. Race is in start to finish, not the other race. And then my number 1 book, the one that I thought Bankman was going to say, the one that I'm disappointed in him for
You're
not
gonna say
saying,
Firepower.
you darn tootin', I'm
I
gonna
know.
say
That's what I know.
Firepower number 20.
I'm catching up on that. That's a series I'm like I said, I'm getting the trades of these.
I hear you. But
It's from what I read though, it's actually like really good.
Number 19
Now doesn't want to load.
last month's issue kicked off this whole new story arc that started. There was a brand new character that they introduced who seems really, really cool. I think in this issue, it looks like he's going to be meeting up with Owen and his family. The cover I'm not getting is actually, it's blank, the Kim Jung-gi variant. They don't have it shown. Yeah, they don't have
I
that
like
there.
blank covers too.
It's a big connected cover deal. But the Jim Chung variant looks really cool as well. So if I was going to get a second cover, it'd probably be that one. But
you know what it reminds you of?
What's that?
Looks like
Charlize Theron.
No, it looks more like Nyx, the Dynamite book. She's a flame demon.
She looks like Charlize Theron from The Italian Job if she set herself on fire.
She looks better than Charlize Theron. How dare you?
Not in The Italian Job. Boy, go watch The Italian Job. Charlize Theron.
So I'm going to say it because you're not going to say it, but that's a hot blonde. For more dad jokes, check out Captain Frugal on Twitter.
I'm actually really upset that I didn't think of that and you did. I'm really bummed out at myself. No, but Robert Kirkman is writing a great story over here. If you like his work on Walking Dead, this is even better because he's not killing people at random. At least not yet.
I gotta say though, that's
a sweet cover, right?
This comic book is basically sounds like it just the way everything with the firepower and all that stuff, the flame stuff, the dragons and all stuff. This reminds you of a video game. Why isn't this a video game? This would have been like an NES, you know.
That would have been. It would be a really cool video game, like a side-scrolling fighter or something.
Yeah, and just throwing fireballs. You get
one. That would be cool. I tell people all the time if they haven't read it, the best analogy I can give them.
Just give me Double Dragon. It's firepower.
It's like Iron Fist mixed with the Incredibles. That's really the best way I can think of to describe it.
Iron Fist. Not really. I guess Incredibles.
Because it's like the whole family gets involved.
Yeah, the family and stuff.
Yeah, but it's really great. Chris Samney's art is top notch. I mean, just the last issue, book 19. Was fantastic. He had like these huge spreads of destruction and just all kinds of crazy stuff. And like I said, I'm looking forward to seeing it. And this one, it looks like old friends and new allies. Owen will need all the help he can get. I'm really excited about that. I love team ups. I love team books. I love just the whole theme of teamwork and camaraderie in comics. So really looking forward to seeing where this goes now that there's the giant dragon that's out on the loose.
I hate that I watched Dragon Ball Z during the 90s. So I got the song on Dragon Ball Z. Like the dragon.
See, I keep thinking of Avatar, The Last Airbender, because there's
I'm sorry for you. That's
dragons. No, The Last Airbender is awesome. What are you talking about? Holy cow!
The Legend of Korra?
Not The Legend of Korra. The Last Airbender. Son. I called you son. That's how upset you made me.
well, it fits with you liking the Great Race. You're calling me son.
Oh gosh, why am I still here?
I don't know. I have my question. Why do I let you on?
Why do you? I'm just forever a guest. That's my name.
Not actually. No, you lost that bet. So you're no longer a guest anymore.
Oh, I'm not a guest anymore. Okay, so I don't know. I'll have to come up less.
Maybe I'll let you go for a week. Next week you won't even be a guest, but the week after that, maybe we'll do another bet. Maybe we'll get your namesake back.
Less than a guest. That's me. But yeah, no, if you haven't been reading this, they went on a hiatus, feels like for years. But if you want to jump back in, number 19 is a great jumping on point, and then this one is just going to continue right on from there. So this is my number 1.
Chris Samney's art's great on this.
It's fantastic.
And then
I love it. Every time he's been doing these little portraits on Twitter. Every time he does one, I have to read.
And then we have the guy. We have the artist from The Hills Have Eyes, David Finch. Sorry,
Mhm.
that's how I look at him. It looks like the guy from The Hills of Eyes.
He does kind of. He reminds me of Chomp from the Goonies
Yeah.
a
Well,
little bit with that.
that's more insulting.
Hey, Dominic, we just finished. We
Yeah.
went through our top 5 pulls for this week that we were talking
Yeah.
about,
And
and
I agree. When it comes to this, like as far as the books that we're getting here,
mhm.
it's hard to basically, like I said,
Yeah.
choose. There's so many good books. Firepower wasn't on my list because I assumed you're gonna have it. So
Always.
I hate to
Firepower is
have,
one of those few books that I would just get so
and
hyped up whenever it's time for a new issue.
so I'd like to have a variety of books. Not just have like the same 3 books,
Yeah.
on each list.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Um,
My thing with me, and you say there's so many good books, and I'm sure there are, but for me, it's just there's so few books that just draw my attention. It's like this week seemed like
yeah.
to be a really light week.
All right, so
But
we're gonna go over. I said, well, we went over part of the Free Comic Book Day stuff.
yeah, let's not touch Dark Crisis again. Please, let's not touch it again.
Let's go worse. Let's go to Free Comic Book Avengers.
Oh yeah, the Avengers, X-Men, Eternals, or is it just Avengers and X-Men?
Looks like Kieran Gillen,
I guess they gotta have the Eternals in there too.
Gary Duggan,
Mm,
Dustin Weaver, who I like to call it Dreamweaver.
Oh, they have Valerio Shitty. I hate to say shitty, but is it Valerio Shitty? He's actually a really good artist. I really like his art. He did Bendis's Guardians of the Galaxy run. His art was really good, I thought. It looks like he did the cover here, actually.
It might be a Skitty.
Skitty?
I don't know. Maybe the H is silent.
Maybe. I'm gonna see if I can Google it. Sometimes Google will tell you how to translate stuff.
Hey, you're that. Hey, what's up, Mr. Shitty?
You're that shitty artist.
You're that shitty guy. What? Oh,
Nope. I've just been butchering everybody's last names in comic books.
So, let's see here. This is Judgment Day. Will the Avengers just be trying to avert a war between Eternals and the X-Men? Oh joy, the Eternals really pushing that crap still.
Yeah. So is it what the Eternals and the X-Men are wanting to do a war, and the Avengers are putting themselves in the middle of it? Is that what it is?
It's prelude by Kieran Gillen. This also coming. There will be an X-Men second annual Hellfire Gala. Last year, Mankind Terraform Mars announced a new team of X-Men. What do they have in store for the Marvel Universe this round? Find a lead-in story by X-Men scribe Gary Duggan. The guy who's not Hickman. The guy he's just kind of moving along. And also
his run of Guardians of the Galaxy was really
cool. This is all going to be a first appearance of a new hero that Marvel has big plans this year. Meet Bloodline.
Bloodline.
I imagine it's this guy on the right here. There's an Eternal. I don't know.
I don't know if he'd be on there. It looks like it's all Avengers and Eternals.
But the 1 in 1,000.
The Peach Momoko. That's not a 1 in 1,000. I'm sorry.
It is.
That's not worth it. It's not worth it, folks.
If you're getting one cover this year, this is the cover you need to get.
No. You know, the sad thing is there's a guy who goes to my LCS that I'm pretty sure is getting this because the owner told me he buys every cover. He will buy all the issues needed to get a 1.
So Marania is saying he lived up to the sound of his name in the slot run of Iron Man. Wow.
Really? Well, I like him. I don't know, maybe he works better with Guardians and Aliens and stuff. I liked his art.
All right, let's go on. Let's jump over to the next one.
Yeah, please. Let's not.
Free Comic Book Day. I guess the next one is.
There is a wasn't there a Spider-Man one? Yeah, Spider-Man Venom.
Spider-Man here.
There's actually there's 2 Spider-Man ones actually. The other one's more kid-friendly, I guess.
All right, so Zeb Wells and L. Ewing, and I took one look at this and I said no.
Oh God, not.
Ram V's got a story here along with Greg Land doing some art. So I'm like, more tracing.
That's probably the Venom. That's probably the Venom.
John Romita Jr. doing the cover. That's why it looks so horrible.
You know, Venom actually looks like Alien because his head looks ridiculously long compared to the rest of his body.
His body is just destroyed.
Like, he doesn't have a big barrel chest. He looks like Peter Parker's build.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yep. So
But
we're gonna have the very beginning of the major storylines that Zeb Wells and legendary John Romita have a plan for the running of Amazing Spider-Man. So basically, we're getting a retread of Amazing Spider-Man crap that just came out.
Yeah, it's like a rehash or a repeat, basically. Yeah.
Spider-Man Venom will also give fans to check out the provoking artwork of Al Ewing, Ram V, Brian Hitch, and they're inventing. So basically, it's hey, you do realize we still have this book out called Venom? You should be reading this.
Right.
It
says now they have on the cover, but it doesn't say in the solicit. There's a new Avengers thing coming out called All Out Avengers. It kind of looks to be like what was that Spider-Man story? All Out Spider-Man or something like that. It was like really fast.
I don't know, but that looks like crap though. Let's go next one. Marvel Voices. Yes.
Oh God, no.
If you are getting this book,
It's not even June. They couldn't wait till June.
June.
Them in DC. Well, yeah, that's Pride Month.
Pride Month. That's funny.
Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. This isn't just the one. This is a whole bunch.
When I think of Pride Month, I think of like lions.
Lions.
Lion King Avengers.
I think of Mike S. Miller. Pride is a sin.
And I think of like, you know, who would be which character in the Lion King, and you just, you know.
Well, T'Challa would be Simba, obviously.
And he gets chucked by Mufasa, or chucked by it. Someone's gonna be Mufasa.
No, Mufasa is his father. T'Chaka, he's up in the clouds, saying, "Remember who you are."
Why is it gonna be why are you gonna go with the African guy being doing the?
You said the lions.
Yeah, but it doesn't actually have to be the African American people that are the lions.
He's in the center of the cover. It's the first.
Anyway, it's just John Ridley. So you know, Alyssa
Wong,
Nadia Shemas. I
don't know.
People you really don't care about.
Olivier Coipel.
Yeah, wow.
He's good.
Check
out that 1 in 1,000 Peach Momoko again. I'm sorry, it's just not worth it. I'm sorry, it's so. That's a tattoo. You could easily get like a little rubber stamp tattoo thing that looks like that. I'm sorry, Peach Momoko. I'm sure you're a very great artist, but you should have charged the more.
Ninja Turtles. They're broken out of their lockdown neighborhood of Manhattan is known as Midtown, in which Ninja Turtles. All new mutants terrorize New York City. Enemies of allies of the TMNT. All prepare for a confrontation greater than any has come before. The Rat King. Diabolical Armageddon game.
That sounds interesting.
Yeah. Tom Waltz, Sophie Campbell, and Kevin Eastman.
Okay.
All right, cool.
Cool.
But maybe it'll actually be decent.
Maybe.
All right. That's that. Let's go to the next ones.
I like that cover too. That cover's pretty sweet.
There's Bunny Mask is the next
Bunny Mask. Isn't this the one that E is always talking about? E loves Bunny Mask.
It's the only one he talks about. He's talking about.
Well, no, he talks about stray dogs all the time.
Yeah.
See, two chilling brand new Bunny Mask tales. The snitch has been defeated and a truce has been struck.
Just waiting for it to load now.
Creature known as the Bunny Mask.
Oh, I guess we'll just get a blank screen for right now.
How
it loads.
It might be. Yeah, it might be a website issue because mine's been slow loading too.
Yeah, it does that. Well, I'm trying to run StreamYard on this. We're losing people as they go through the free comic book day. I notice that.
Are we?
Is it that bad? No, I know. Yeah, two chilling brand new Bunny Mask tales. Yes. Yeah. I think Ingleton still has these books for sale.
I think so.
I don't think anyone ever bought them. I could be wrong.
Y'all, if you haven't, if you need bought these, you should definitely get them.
If you need Bunny Mask, check out E's auction.
Yeah.
And ask about the Bunny Mask because he is your dealer for Bunny Masks.
Yeah. He talked about Stray Dogs forever, and I didn't jump on it, and then I finally read Stray Dogs, and he was right.
Again, two new stories for this from the actual the original creative team. Mm-hmm. Clementine, The Walking Dead.
Clementine, I remember her.
First look at Machine Boy and Sea Serpent's hair. So basically, what you're getting here is actually from Skybound X. No, there's nothing new.
Yeah,
it's the same one you could have got in Skybound X.
Yeah. That's kind of disappointing. Although they do have a new Skybound X book coming out soon. Did you know that?
No, did not know that.
They did. I think they're calling it like Skybound X number 25 or something.
Yep.
Ryan Otley was tweeting about it.
All right, next one. Stranger Things is also in a Resident Alien #1. Celebrating the weird and wonderful, we present stories as strange in alien life. 11 Will and Jonathan go to a drive-in theater for a double creature feature, but the local festivities and scary costumes bring back haunting memories. And then, in the next story, Resident Alien, Dr. Harry and Nurse Asta help an elderly patient in the sleepy small town of Patience investigate a ghostly presence in her house. I might pick this up just for the Resident Alien, because Resident Alien is a good the series, or just writing it. Peter Hogan is going to be coming back to write. So
I don't know. I might pick it up for the Stranger Things story, because I don't know if you saw the trailer for season 4, but I got really excited for season 4 of Stranger Things.
I'm not really one for shows in comic form, where Resident Alien proved that as a comic itself before the show is great, and the show is great too. So definitely check out Resident Alien. There's an omnibus. I think there's like 3 volumes.
Maybe.
Definitely
I haven't read it. So.
Yeah. No, it's great. Check it out. It's been through Dark Horse.
Okay.
All right. Let's go next. Oh yeah, Dogs of London. That was another book that I was looking at.
That's Undead Quinn's #1 book.
Yes, Peter Milligan is writing this. That might be another book I pick up this week.
Yeah.
Because it's actually looking pretty decent. I read the story about it. Yeah.
Very cool.
Let's see.
There's Sonic the Hedgehog. If you have kids.
Oh yeah, Sonic the Hedgehog. Yeah. Well,
if you got kids, that might be a good one worth picking up. That looks like it's going to be one of the all ages titles. And then the other one that caught my eye is the Nottingham one, right beneath Sonic, right there.
Who's writing this?
This is David Hazan,
okay.
who's been writing Nottingham. He wrote all the first volume, and now they started the second one. It looks like the Free Comic Book Day is a little side story that takes place right in between the 2 volumes. So
that's always good.
Yeah, it's the same artist, the same writer. So.
I've never really been a fan of Free Comic Book Days. Just the fact that these comic books are usually just retellings, or if in case you missed the first issue, there you go. So
that's why the Nottingham one grabbed my attention, though, is because it's not just a rehashing or a retelling. It's actually its own story that takes place right between. Don't click on it.
I had to click on it. I had to click on it.
I saw it.
I had to click on this because
you've killed us all.
Jody Hauser, Robert Granada, and oh
my god,
a big adventure with Tram Lord. This issue serves as a lead into explosive new story arc that reveals the very early years of the Doctor as a black woman. And I don't care the fact that he's a black woman. It's just the fact that they pretty much retconned everything. They're trying to get rid of all the males.
Everything. Ever since the very first season.
They butchered the character. If you want to have as an Asian woman, I don't care. You don't have to trash earlier stuff just to make it better.
Dominic says this is a not buy. And you are correct, sir.
And she's judging you for that.
That's the judgmental face.
The fugitive doctor is she's described as in this. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Not much to go on. Maybe someone will actually. You know what? Sometimes the comic book stories are better than the actual what you get in the show. So
that's true. We know Cowboy Bebop. That was the case.
Yep.
So yeah.
All right. So here's the spinoff for daughter of Red Sonja. Well, fake daughter, adopted daughter. I think that's it for.
Yeah, that was all the ones that caught my interest. I'm sure there's a few.
Primos #1, and they're Red Sonja. Oh, this is kind of cool. This is Red Sonja stories from Marvel and her Marvel time, and I'm not sure. I think they're reprints. I've never heard of these people. Bruce Jones and Frank Thorne. I'm sure they probably have written stuff before. Probably Red Sonja back in the day. It says Red Sonja comes to a town that's being attacked by a Gorgon, who is turning the townspeople to stone.
Interesting.
So that looks kind of cool. Yeah. I might pick this up if I find it. Yeah. Holy crap. I don't know if I'll be able to find it, though, because a lot of these books go fast.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm going to have to get to my shop. If it's Saturday, I'm going to pay, because my shop will actually have a line going out the door because they only have so many people they can put in at a time.
Yeah.
So there'll actually be a line.
The problem is that you're limited to what you can grab.
That's true. That's what I was saying. My store, they'll normally limit the free comic book day issues you can get to like maybe 2 or 3.
Yeah, which sucks.
Yeah.
I am told like last year is like, I'll pay you for these.
Yeah.
He lucked out because the other shop, the big box shop,
Mhm.
wasn't doing it. Wasn't participating because of the COVID.
Oh, right.
Or he's like,
Yeah,
I
I
don't care
remember.
if you come in
Wasn't
a
free
mask or
comic
without a
day
mask.
like every month? Wasn't every month like free comic book day during COVID?
It was
I think
pushed back.
one of the shops around me when I lived in New Orleans, they were like, it was like, yeah, every month there was a different free comic book day.
Here's your avatar.
Hey, the good one.
Legend of Korra.
No, not that one. God
Legend of
dog
Korra
it.
is the backup story.
Oh, God dog it.
We all know why you're getting that one.
No.
I think that's it.
That.
Yeah. So that's it for this week. Oh, wait. No, that's that's also Spider-Man and Amazing Friends. That's the free book.
That's the kid-friendly one. The all ages
and
read,
Guardian of Fukushima. Another dragon story.
Oh,
all right. Yeah, that's it. Wow. Yeah, so that's our what do you call it? That's our show for the day.
That's our show. That's our top 5. Let us know.
Yeah.
Undead Quinn actually listed out his 5 issues. Well, while we were going through, let me scroll up here. I'll find them.
Yeah, go back to his because
Undead Quinn, his number 5, he's actually getting the Bunny Mask free comic book day. That's his number 5. His number 4 is Sweet Paprika, number 9 by Mirka Andolfo. I've seen that one. That's the real. It looks like Babs Tarr art. It's got a style to it. His number 3 pick is Little Monsters, number 3. His number 2 is Deadly Class, number 52. So there you go. And then his number 1 book is Dogs of London, number 1. So
cool.
It's got a good solid list there. And hello, cartoons and comics.
Yeah, hello. I'm not sure it's your first time being on the show, watching us, but we're always welcome to any new viewers or whatever.
And Rhaegar, we just finished. Yeah, we're wrapping up. We just went through. Bankman and I went through our top 5 pulls at the comic shop.
Rewind back and you'll see our pulls because I did have
about an hour. Yeah,
my number 1 actually was a Dynamite book.
Yeah. There's Dynamite.
And
Dynamite dies.
I'll just say this: you can try, but she'll kill you. many men have tried and failed.
Have tried and have had their arms cleaved off. That's funny. I'm actually Rhaegar. That's a whole separate set of weeds we could get into. I'm still kind of excited to see the movie. If nothing else, I've heard Sam Raimi has some real Raimi weirdness in it. That's kind of got me excited. And I've spoiled parts for myself. I won't do the same for y'all.
You changed your name unless I guess.
Yeah, that's what I am now. I'm not even a guest. So.
Yes, for those who are wondering what the name change is, because Zach earlier he bet he knew what my number 1 was, and I said, well, this week, you were now a guest. If you because he was demoted from last week because he was top billing, so I demoted him.
That's true.
Because he was getting more love than I was, So yeah, he lost the bet, and so for the next week he is not even being mentioned in the stream whatsoever, other than this is the guy to the left of me, or this way.
Just me, just this guy. Yep.
Yeah, and then maybe he'll. But I will give you, be fair, like I said, Isaac, I will let you able to gamble.
Redeem myself. I get a redemption arc.
Yeah, okay. You'll be able to bet again. Find out what my number 1 is, and if you get it right, you'll be back to guest status.
Back to guest. I'll be back to where I was. I'll be back to square one. Rhaegar likes the name change, so maybe I'll just keep it like that.
You should be the harbinger of less than guests.
The harbinger of less than guests. Oh my gosh.
Oh
boy, I get more respect from the puppets.
Boom Studios get a new Avenger book? I didn't know they even had one. Unless you're talking about Avengers, like the British TV series.
Did Boom Studios do an Avenger?
I don't know. IDW does all the Marvel stuff for them.
They do like the Avengers, Avengers Adventures or something like that.
Yeah,
I don't know.
So like I said, that we've gone on for a little bit over time.
Over an hour. Yeah.
I don't want to run too long. I mean, I hate the fact that we now had like 8 or 9 people watching. Holy crap! Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank y'all guys.
We normally are used to like 2, and it's just me and him watching ourselves on our phones. Yeah. Let us know down below after the stream what books you were most excited for this week.
Oh, he said the Avenger, not Avengers.
Oh, the Avenger.
The Avenger. Okay.
Yeah, I've never heard of that.
Not
book.
familiar with that one.
No. Yeah. Let's see. Then it's Vankman and Friends less than Zach less than Friends.
Zach less than Friends. Yes.
At least you're included in Puppeteen and Friends.
That's true, but everybody is Puppeteen's friend.
Everybody's a friend.
Everybody's a friend. And you gotta start playing the Friends theme song until we get copyright struck.
All right. It's like Garfield and Friends without Garfield.
That's true. I'm more like Odie, to be fair.
We're branching into the weeds, but I'll give you my prediction for this. For the Doctor Strange, I already heard from one person say they didn't like it or didn't meet their expectations.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going into it. I mean, I saw the trailer. That's all I'm looking forward to. I don't need to have any spoiler stuff. I'm hoping it's good. I want it to be great. I'm used to liking movies that people don't like.
Same.
So,
yeah. Right. I'm expecting to like it more than Shang-Chi or Black Widow.
Yes. We're losing viewers. So
yeah.
Good night, everybody. And we'll see you. Well, check out tomorrow. There's the Puppets are going to actually be reviewing some shows. Yeah. Puppeteen is back this week. Holy crap.
Yes.
I don't know how he got out of that box, but he made it back.
I know. I thought I taped it up.
I didn't put him in a box. I'm just saying he's back this week.
I thought I taped it up real good. I don't know how he got out.
Over the air holes.
No, were we supposed to leave air hole? Oh, shoot.
Oh, my God. Trying to murder him. No. Then on Thursday nights, well, we Zach and I, along with Eric Breen, we do retrospectives on basically older books.
Yes. This week we are going to be doing
annual number 16 of Amazing Spider-Man, and what was it 247?
248.
248.
That's what I have written down.
Amazing.
Right here. Yeah.
The Kid Who Collects Spider-Man, and then I forgot what number 16 was.
I can find it right here. Yeah. But yeah, with the recent news coming out about the new Spider-Man #1, we thought, hey, let's talk about something good.
Yeah.
See, we're talking about the annual.
Yeah.
16.
Yeah.
That is the first appearance of Captain Marvel, Monica Rambeau.
Yep.
So all right. Yeah. Who's That Lady is the title.
And then we'll also be we'll start talking about Spider-Man throughout those years.
Yep.
And then we'll dive into holy crap, that Amazing Spider-Man #1 garbage. That is just bad. I'm sure a lot of you guys have already watched all the videos on it. So yeah, that is horrible. That being said, I don't want to talk about it anymore because that's Thursday night.
Yeah. Save your rage.
Hope you guys have a good night, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. And like I said, leave a like, subscribe if you haven't, please. Click the notification bell so you get all our tweets, alert stuff. And
Mariah's right. Are we also doing our favorite books of the week?
That it's usually beforehand, but
that'll be before the retrospective.
It depends on what we get for ratings, because that's really been kind of going. It's like going in the CW ratings.
oh gosh, so
we might be canceled on that show.
three more seasons and we're canceled.
All right, good night. All right, we're on the floor. Good night, guys.